Okay, hello students. Today we are going to start with our next chapter, that is loads and load curves. Okay, this is the second chapter of electric generation and economics. And the contents under this chapter are, first one is the maximum demand, then group diversity factor, and then peak diversity factor. Actually, these are some of the definitions, and there are some formulas associated with these definitions also. Next is the types of load. What are the different types of load that we have seen in our daily life that are covered in this topic, like the fixed voltage loads, resistive loads, inductive motor loads, mechanical loads. Okay. Next is the chronological load curves, load duration curve, and mass curve. Very important topic. Okay. Chronological load curve, load duration curves, and mass curves. And in this topic, we have to draw the different curves on the graphs. Okay, the variation of load with the time, that is the load curves. So next is the load factor, capacity factor, and utilization factor, and these are some of the factors that we have to calculate. Some formulas are there and we have to calculate the load factor, okay, capacity factor, utilization factor. Some calculation based topics are these. Next is the effect of load on supply voltage. Then base load and peak load plants. This topic we have already covered in our first chapter also, some portion. And the last topic under this chapter is the load forecasting. Forecasting means any future planning for the load extension in any particular area. Okay, so that is the forecasting. So these are the topics which we have to cover in this second chapter. Now starting with some definitions. The first definition is the connected load. So what is the connected load? It is the sum of continuous ratings of all the equipments connected to the supply system. Okay, like if we take the example of our home or our particular room. Okay, in our room there is one fan, one tube light is there, some plug points are there. So what is the total sum of the ratings? What is the rating of the fan plus the rating of tube light plus the rating of any plugs है ना, power plugs हैं तो उसकी. So it is the sum of continuous ratings of all the equipments connected to the supply system. Okay, so this connected load, this you have to calculate for any particular room or for the complete house or for the complete colony, okay, or for the complete city or for the state, okay, like this. So under this connected load, we have to simply sum up the continuous ratings of all the equipments. And next is the maximum demand. It is the greatest demand of load on the power station during a given period. Okay, like if we take the duration of 24 hours, okay, for any substation, okay, and we have to draw the load curve for that. And from the 24 hours, we have seen that the maximum demand is between between 2 to 3 p.m. Okay, so that is the maximum demand. That means in which particular duration, in which particular time period, the demand is maximum. Okay, or the maximum outlets are on, or the maximum equipments are on. Okay, this you may calculate for any particular house or for any particular city or for any particular colony, that what is the maximum demand in our house at what particular time. Like if we say that like in this summer season when the ACs are on, so the maximum demand is at night like 8 to 9 p.m. Okay, when all the tube lights are on, all the ACs are on, all the fans are on, refrigerator is already in on condition. So that particular time period gives you the maximum demand. Or that means when the maximum outlets of any particular home or any particular colony or any particular college is in its on position. So that gives you the maximum demand, and it is always calculated for some particular duration of time, not for the whole day. Okay, for any particular duration of time, like for 1 hour or for 2 hours, that is given according to our question. Okay, so that is the maximum demand. And next is the demand factor. Using these two definitions, or by using these two calculations, we are now going to check our first formula, that is the demand factor. So demand factor, it is the ratio of maximum demand on the power station to its connected load. Okay, that means ratio of maximum demand on the power station. Here we are using the word power station. Okay, or you may calculate the demand factor of your particular house. Okay, like maximum demand of your house out of 24 hours, that when is the maximum demand and how much is that maximum demand to the connected load. What is the total connected load of the house? Okay, so this ratio gives you the demand factor. Okay, now next definition is average load. The average of loads occurring on the power station in a given period, in a given period, maybe it a day or a month or a year, is known as average load or average demand. Okay, so these are the four definitions. One is the connected load, another is the maximum demand. Then demand factor you have to calculate using these two particular, connected load and maximum demand, by dividing maximum demand with connected load. Then the average load is there. Okay, so these are some of the definitions. Yes, the next is demand factor. So this is the formula of the demand factor. Demand factor is equals to maximum demand divided by the total connected load. Okay, and one thing I want to tell you ki, demand factor, there are no units for the demand factor. Okay, what is the unit for maximum demand? Demand को हम kilowatts में लेंगे या simple wattage में लेंगे. ठीक है, real power में मेरा मतलब है. ठीक है, it is in the real power. And similarly, the connected load is also taken in the watts, either in kilowatts or in the simple watts. So there are no units for the demand factor. It is simply a ratio which is always less than or equal to 1. So the demand factor is always less than or equal to 1. Demand factor is always change with the time to time or hours to hours of use, and it will not constant. Okay, it depends upon the time. Like for some instant of time, the demand factor is different, whereas for any other instant of time, the demand factor is different. Okay. Okay, so the connected load is always known. So it will be easy to calculate the maximum demand if the demand factor for a certain supply is known at different time intervals and season. Okay, if the connected load is known and demand factor is known, you can easily calculate the maximum demand from that. Okay, the lower the demand factor, the less system capacity required to serve the connected load. That means if the demand factor is low, so that means the number of outlets that are switched on maximally at some particular instant of time is also less. Okay, that means less system capacity is required to serve the connected load. So this is about the demand factor. Now these are some of the numericals. Let's see the first numerical. A residence consumer has 10 number lamps of 40 watt each, but at the same time it is possible that only 9 number of bulbs are used at some same time. Okay, that means for any resident consumers in his particular room, 10 bulbs are there of 40 watt each. Okay, and he is maximum using 9 bulbs at some particular time. So what is the total connected load? Connected load is 10 bulbs are there and 40 watt is each. So the total connected load is 10 multiplied by 40. That is the 400 watt. So this is the total connected load. And what is the maximum demand? And he is using 9 bulbs maximum at some particular time. Okay, so the maximum demand is 9 into 40, that is 360 watts. Okay, now the demand factor is maximum demand divided by connected load, that is the 360 divided by 400. So it comes out to be 0.9. See, it's less than 1. Okay, or in percentage you can kind of written it as 90%. So this is the way you can calculate the demand factor. Yes, another numerical. One consumer have 10 lights of 60 watt each in a kitchen. Okay, so the total load of the kitchen is 60 multiplied by 10. 60 watt each है, kilowatt each है, तो 60 kilowatt multiplied by 10, so it comes out to be 600 kilowatts. Okay, so this will be true only if all the lights are turned on the same time, then the demand factor is 100%. Okay, if all the lights are on at some particular instant of time, then the maximum demand for that instant of time is again 600 kilowatt, and the demand factor comes out to be 100%. Okay, but let's say if the consumer is using only half of the lights being turned on at any time, so we can say that the demand factor for that particular instant of time is 0.5. Okay, half of the lights are turned on, that means 300 divided by 600, so that comes out to be 0.5, or you can say 50%. Okay, so the estimated load for the 50% demand factor is 300 kilowatt. So these are some of the simple numericals related to the demand factor. And how to calculate the load. Load is calculated by just simply multiplying the wattage with the number of devices or number of components or number of equipments. Now the next is the diversity factor. Next definition, it is a diversity factor. So diversity factor, it is equal to the sum of individual maximum demands divided by the maximum demand of the system. And here you can take the example of your complete home. Okay, so sum of individual maximum demands, like the maximum demand of room number 1. Okay, maximum demand of room number 2 plus maximum demand of room number 3 plus maximum demand of kitchen. Okay, plus maximum demand of lobby, like this. So here is the sum of individual maximum demands and divided by the maximum demand of your complete home. Okay, so maximum demand of the complete home, it may be at some different time. It may be the time will not match. Room number 1 has the maximum demand at some other time instant, whereas the room number 2 has its maximum demand at some other time instant. Okay, like the maximum demand of kitchen is at some other time instant. Okay, but the maximum demand of your complete home is at some other time instant. Okay, so in the numerator there is the sum of individual maximum demands, and in the denominator there is the maximum demand of the system. And you see here that in the numerator and in the denominator both there are the maximum demands. There is no connected load is not there. Okay, here is also maximum demand, here is also maximum demand, but this sum is always greater than the maximum demand of the system. Even when you verify it from the numericals, the sum of the maximum demands, individual maximum demands, is always greater than the maximum demand of the system. Like you say that the maximum demand of room number 1 is 400 watt. Okay, maximum demand of room number 2 is 500 watt. Okay, like the maximum demand of kitchen is 300 watt, you say. Okay, but the maximum demand of the system, maybe it is 600, but at that instant of time, maybe room number 2 is at its minimum. It is possible. It is possible that the kitchen is not working at its maximum demand, or the room number 1 is not at its maximum. So the diversity factor is always greater than or equal to 1. Okay, this you must remember, that the demand factor is always less than or equal to 1, and diversity factor is always greater than or equal to 1. That means the sum of individual maximum demands is always greater than the maximum demand of the system. Okay, Greater the diversity factor, lesser is the cost of generation of the power. This we have going to study in our next chapters, coming chapters. Okay. What is the relation between them? How the diversity factor affects the cost of generation. Okay. So, but the greater the diversity factor, lesser is the cost of generation of power. Now see another numerical. Like one main feeder have two sub feeders. Okay, there is one main feeder, and from this main feeder there are two sub feeders are originating, sub feeder A and sub feeder B. Okay, sub feeder A have demand at any time is 35 kilowatt. Okay, whereas sub feeder B have demand at some other time is 42 kilowatt. Okay, but the maximum demand of main feeder is 70 kilowatt, you say. Okay, it's given in the numerical. Now, what is the total individual maximum demands? In this, we have to calculate the diversity factor. Okay, so for the diversity factor, firstly, you have to calculate the sum of individual maximum demands. So the individual maximum demands is this 35 for subfeeder A and 42 for subfeeder B. So it is 35 plus 42, that is 77 kilowatts. Okay, whereas the maximum demand of the main feeder, it is 70 kilowatts, it's given. Okay, so now the diversity factor comes out to be 77 divided by 70 and equals to 1.1. Okay, so diversity factor can shoot up above 1. It is always greater than or equal to 1. So this is a simple numerical. Now the next is the group diversity factor. Okay, this diversity factor is now further divided into, there are two definitions coming from that diversity factor. One is the group diversity factor, another is the peak diversity factor. Okay, now next is the group diversity factor. So it is almost same as the simple definition of diversity factor. The maximum demands of individual customers don't occur simultaneously, but are spread out over a period of time. Now here, let's take the example of our colony, okay, or our any residential colony, say your residential colony. Okay, there are different houses. Okay, like your house has the maximum demand at some different time instant, whereas your neighbor's house has the maximum demand at some other time instant. Okay, so in the numerator, you have to sum up the individual maximum demands, the number of houses in the colony. Let us say ki in our colony there are 10 houses. Okay, so the house number 1 have the maximum demand at some other time instant, let's say between 11 to 12 p.m. Okay, house number 2 has its maximum demand at some other time instant, say 7 to 8 p.m. Similarly, for 10 houses, you have to write down their maximum demands, sum up their maximum demands, and divided by the maximum demand of the group. Here, the group means your colony. Okay, what is the maximum demand of the complete colony at some other time instant? Okay, like the maximum demand of the complete colony is between 5 to 6 p.m. But at that particular 5 to 6 p.m., house number 3 is at its minimum. It may be, it may be possible like this. So in the denominator, it is the maximum demand of the group, and in the numerator, it is the sum of individual maximum demands. Okay, so the time duration distribution of maximum demands for similar type of consumers is measured by the diversity factor. Okay, this holds for consumers whose activities and energy requirements are very similar. That means we have to calculate the group diversity factor for a similar type of customers. Like I am saying here for the residential customers, but in that residential colony, there must not be any industry. Okay, there must not be any industry in that particular residential colony. All will be the similar type of houses be there. So for that category, we are going to calculate the group diversity factor. Okay. So this value is always greater than unity. For example, the factors for residential consumers are usually highest at about 5, whereas for the industrial consumers may have values as low as 1. These are some of the approximate practical values. For the residential consumers, the GDF comes out to be as high as 5. कई बार इतना भी आ जाता है, ठीक है. But for the industrial consumers, it is as low as 1.3. Almost it comes out to be this value. Okay. So this is about the group diversity factor. Now the next one is the peak diversity factor. Okay. Now what is peak diversity factor? PDF. The peak demand of a system is made up of the individual demands of the devices that happen to be functioning at the time of peak, at the time of system peak. So at the time of system peak demand, the demand of the particular group of similar consumers is seldom at the maximum value that it may reach at some other time of the year. Okay, so what is the formula for the peak diversity factor? It is the maximum demand of consumer group divided by the demand of consumer group at the time of system peak demand. Okay, so what it means, now here you can take the example of complete city. ठीक है, जैसे हमने when we calculate the group diversity factor, we take the example of our colony. ठीक है, now you take the example in your mind about your complete city. ठीक है, so in any particular city there are different colonies. Okay, there are different residential areas, there are industries also. Okay, there are offices also, there are commercial areas also, ठीक है, malls also, hospitals also. ठीक है, so in the numerator there is the maximum demand of consumer group. Like what is the maximum demand of my colony? Okay, and plus what is the maximum demand of any marketplace? Okay, or plus the maximum demand of some other colony. That is all comes under the in the numerator part here. Okay, and in the denominator it is the demand of consumer group at the time of system peak demand. ठीक है, जब सिस्टम अपने पीक पे चल रहा है तब मेरी कॉलोनी की डिमांड कितनी है, तो दैट इज इन द डिनोमिनेटर. ठीक है, डिमांड ऑफ द कंज्यूमर ग्रुप, सेम कंज्यूमर ग्रुप जो हमने न्यूमरेटर में लिखा है. ठीक है, डिमांड ऑफ द कंज्यूमर ग्रुप at the time of system peak demand, when the city is at its peak, when the city demand is at its peak, then what is the demand of my colony, or what is the demand of any marketplace? Okay, so this is the peak diversity factor, that is the maximum demand of consumer group divided by the demand of consumer group at the time of system peak demand. Okay, and now there is small derivation is there which will gives you the idea about the relation between the different factors. Like what is the relation between demand factor, group diversity factor, and peak diversity factor. Okay, so there is small derivation, and that is the method of determining the maximum demand to be expected on a system when the foregoing data are available. ठीक है, then how, matlab that means how to calculate the maximum demand of the complete system, complete city. Okay, so for that let's C1 C1 dash, C1 double dash up to C1n are the individual connected loads of group 1. Okay, and also in this derivation we are going to assume that there are two group of customers. Okay, for group 1 the connected loads for customer 1 is C1, for any other customer is C1 dash, For any other customer is C1 double dash and then C1N. These are the connected loads for the group 1. Okay, group में तुम अपनी कोई भी कॉलोनी इमेजिन करके चल सकते हो, ठीक है. लाइक फॉर ग्रुप 1 in any particular colony, ठीक है, there are n number of houses, and for first house the connected load is C1, for another house the connected load is C1 dash, for another house the connected load is C1 double dash, like this. Okay, and for any other colony, that is the group 2, okay, their connected loads are C2, C2 dash and C2 double dash up to C2N. Okay, the same number of houses in both the groups, number 1 and number 2. Okay, now let D1 is the demand factor of group 1. Okay, what is the demand factor? That is the ratio of maximum demand to the connected load. Okay, and D2 is the demand factor for group 2. That is the maximum demand of group. That is, what is demand factor? That is the maximum demand divided by the connected load. Now D1, capital D1, it is the group diversity factor among the consumers of group 1. Okay, and D2 is the group diversity factor among the consumers of group 2. Okay, and these demand factors, these are also individual. Like for C1 connected load, the demand factor is D1. Okay, for C1 dash connected load, the demand factor is D1 dash. Okay, for C1 double dash connected load, the demand factor is D1 double dash, like this. Okay, and what is D1? D1 is the maximum demand of individual connected loads divided by the maximum demand of the group 1. That is the group diversity factor. And similarly, D2 is the group diversity factor among the consumers for group 2. Okay. Now let M1 is the maximum demand of group 1. The maximum demand of group 1 is M1, and M2 is the maximum demand of group 2. Okay. Now let R1 is the peak diversity factor for group 1, and R2 is the peak diversity factor for group 2. Okay. Now let LM is the system maximum demand when the system is at its peak. Okay. So L1, L2, L3 up to Ln demands of each type of consumers at the time of system maximum demand. So these are the demand of consumer when the system is at its peak. Okay, when the system is working at its peak, then what is the demand of consumer number 1? That is L1. What is the demand of consumer number 2? That is L2, like this. Okay. Now starting with this formula. So we know that the group diversity factor GDF, it is equal to the sum of individual maximum demands divided by the maximum demand of group 1. If we have to calculate the GDF for group 1. Okay. And here it is that for group 1, it is symbolized as D1. Okay. So D1 is equal to, so what is the maximum demand? Maximum demand is equals to demand factor multiplied by connected load. Okay, what is maximum demand? So we have already done one formula. I will show you again. So here it is. From this formula, maximum demand is equals to demand factor multiplied by connected load. Okay, for any particular consumer. Okay, now come to again that slide number 9. Yes. So individual maximum demands, it comes out to be C1 is the connected load and D1 is the demand factor. So C1 D1 plus C1 dash D1 dash plus C1N D1N. Okay, this is, we are going to apply this formula firstly for the group 1 only. Okay, divided by the maximum demand of group 1, and that is M1. Here it is. Okay, maximum demand of group 1 is M1. So this is the formula. Now from this formula, M1 comes out to be summation of C1 D1 or you can also say C1n D1n divided by D1. So M1 is the maximum demand of group 1. And similarly, you can write as M2 is equals to summation of C2 D2 divided by D2. Okay. So what is M1? Maximum demand of group 1. Maximum demand of group 2, because why we are going to calculate here M1 and M2? Because for peak diversity factor we need M1 and M2. Okay, not the individual loads or demand factors. Now the peak diversity factor finally. Okay, what is peak diversity factor? It is the maximum demand of consumer group. Now here we are assuming two groups. Okay, divided by the demand of consumer group at the time of system peak demand. So what is peak diversity factor? It is symbolized R1 and R2. Okay, so R1 is equals to, for group number 1, it is M1 divided by the demand of consumer group at the time of system peak demand. So it is L1. Okay, as we have only two groups, so L1 and L2 be there. Okay, so R1 is equals to M1 divided by L1. And from this formula, what is L1? L1 comes out to be M1 divided by R1. Okay, and similarly, L2 is equals to M2 divided by R2. R is the peak diversity factor and M is the maximum demand of the consumer group. Okay, and so the total system, LM is the total system maximum demand. Okay, तो system की maximum demand कब होगी? So it is LM is equals to L1 plus L2 plus LM. So whatever the number of groups be there, okay, plus Ln. Okay, so this is the in this derivation there it comes out to be the relation or simple formulas or their interconnections with each other, the different diversity factors, and what is the formula of this diversity factor with connected load and demand factors and all that. Okay, now this is a simple again one more numerical, this you have to do by yourself. A generating station of 10 megawatt, a generating station is there. Okay, that means the complete system of 10 megawatt supplied two regions. There are two groups, region A and region B. Okay, so region A, this is the load, okay, for the region A, and this is the load for the region B. Like for region A, from midnight to 9 AM, the demand is 600 kilowatts. And from 9 AM to 12 noon, the demand is 2500 kilowatts. Okay, from 12 noon to 5 PM, the demand is 800 kilowatts, like this. Okay, so similar is there for the region B. Now, if I have to calculate the connected load, okay, and then the demand, maximum demand, when is the maximum demand? What is the maximum demand? This one, 5000 for region A. It is between 5 to 6. Okay, and what is the maximum demand for region B? It is again 5000, one for 8 to 1, and again for the 2 to 5 PM, but the maximum demand is 5000. Okay, if you have to consider the maximum demand, then it comes out to be 5000 just. Okay, so in this numerical, you have to calculate the diversity factor. Okay, so go ahead and calculate the diversity factor. Okay, so the solution for this numerical is, here it is, and this is the total demand for the regions A and B. Like these are the different instants of time period from midnight to 8 AM. The region A is at its 600 and region B is at its 800. So it gives you 1400 demand. Okay, 1400 demand is for the system, for the generating station from where the supply is taken. Okay, like for 8 to 9, the demand on the system is 5600. So similarly for 9 to 12, the demand on the system is 7500, and like there for the another instance of time. Okay, these are the demands. So out of these demands on the system, the maximum is 7500. Okay, So the maximum demand on the power plant is 7500 kilowatt between 9 a.m. to 12. Okay. And in this instant of time, the region A is at its 2500 and the region B is at its 5000. See from here also. Region A is 2500 and between 9 to 12, the region B is at it 5000. Okay. Now directly applying the formula, diversity factor is sum of the individual maximum demands divided by the maximum demand on power plant. So individual maximum demands are 5000 for region A, 5000 for region B divided by the system, that is 7500. It gives you the answer 1.33. Okay. So this is all for today's lecture, and this is one another example numerical, and that you have to try by your own. And in this numerical, again, there are two consumer groups. This is the consumer group A with this much connected load is 2.5 and connected load for consumer B is 3 kilowatt. And there is the load distribution between the different instants of time. And for this numerical, you have to calculate the demand factor of both consumers, that what is the demand factor for consumer A and then the demand factor of consumer B. Okay, then group diversity factor and then the energy consumed in 24 hours by both the consumers. Okay, what is the total energy consumed in 24 hours by both the consumers? So this numerical you have to try by your own. Okay, so this is your homework, and this is the end of today's lecture. And from today's lecture, what we have studied, one is the different definitions, demand factor, connected load, maximum demand, then there is the group diversity factor, then there is a peak diversity factor, then there is a small derivation related to the different diversity factors, and then the simple numerical examples. Okay, thank you.